Hey, welcome to Vanities Live. We got something special for you guys today. Excited to be here once again on another Vanities Live. Today, my girl Ray is not available. She is out doing her thing, working, but she is actually behind the scenes doing her thing for Vanities Live. But we didn't want to disappoint you guys. We wanted to bring somebody that we've had on our show who's been amazing doing his thing. And we brought him back. We have Zach, who I call Zach Attack, back to be our special host for today. Welcome back, Zach.
What's up? I told Charisse to get her buzzer ready,
No,
yeah.
no, Zach. I told him no profanity today on the show, you guys. So he's going to be on his best behavior. So we're going to bring you another special Vanities Live. And happy Sunday, everybody. And send up some hearts. You guys know I'm not the greatest at the hearts, but send up some hearts for my girl Ray. She's out doing her thing.
Charisse,
Yeah,
show
we
him your
miss
heart.
you.
Show him your heart.
I do. Look,
That's
oh, y'all.
barely a heart. That's more like a hot dog than a heart. But he's trying, y'all.
Well, I'm sending her love. You guys send up some hearts for Ray, for me. We miss you. We love you. And, we're going to represent while you're gone. We have a very special guest that's coming to you guys. He is an Emmy nominated guy. I've had an opportunity to work with him on a few different shows. He is going to bring the heat. We're going to have some fun today, you guys. Are you ready, Zach?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am ready. I'm a little nervous because I don't know what you might say today. So you guys, let's get ready. I'm gonna have a pretend buzzer off to the side.
Yeah. Get the buzzer ready. Yeah. The bleep button.
Bleep, bleep, bleep. You guys help me bleep out Zach whenever he goes to the left, way to the left. You guys help me out, okay? Let's talk about first of all, Zach, let's remind people who you are. Tell us a little bit about you and what you've done in the industry.
My name is Zach Smith. I primarily work in indie film and TV, although we have worked together on a few other projects. But I do both hair and makeup, started in special effects, worked my way over to more beauty and hair and wigs. Nowadays, wigs are a huge part of my business. I own Cine Makeup Studios in San Antonio, so we have a physical studio facility here in Texas that provides special effects and cinema makeup and hair and wig rentals and all those things for production. And been doing this for like 13 years, so for a little while.
Can you tell them what special thing you're going to do at the very end of the show today?
No.
Zach, don't start already.
No, so I released a makeup palette a few months back, and it did extremely well, way better than I thought it was going to. PR went out to like all of our artist friends and things, and it did sell out that week of launch. And the second palette is in, and I have not announced it yet, so I'm going to announce it here on live. So we'll see. It's kind of the new and improved of version 1, so we'll get that going.
And we are going to do a giveaway for everybody who's on the live. Make sure you follow us. We are streaming live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So welcome everybody who's new to our live. Make sure you go like us and follow us on all of our channels. And we will be doing a giveaway of one of Zach's amazing products. I've had the opportunity to use his palette, and it is really outstanding. The palette is really, really nice. So we're going to do a giveaway at the end of the live. So make sure you guys follow us on all of our platforms. We are going to be checking. We have our girl Ray in the background doing what she does. She's on set, but she's still connected. She's being like an engineer and doing all kinds of stuff with Vanities Live. She's been doing her thing. So make sure you follow us right now. And we will make sure that we do a giveaway at the end of the live. So stick with us. We got a lot of things going on today.
Mm-hmm.
So let's jump into some current events, Zach.
Okay. Look, so Charisse wants to maybe keep some current events more to the tame side.
Oh my God.
I think I want to not be so tame with current events. So I think I'll go first, okay?
Oh no!
And then, and then
What
we can
have we
get into
done,
some.
Ray? What have we done?
Look, so talking about current events, obviously the political environment is an environment right
It
now.
is.
You
It
know,
is an
it's
environment.
yeah, to say the least. But we have some good news, right?
We do have some good news, some really great news that we are so excited about. Our girl is doing her thing. I am, you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there. I am Team Kamala. I'm going for the girl, my girl,
Oh,
my girl.
absolutely,
Are
absolutely.
you
Yeah,
with
it's no
me?
secret. It's no secret on my end either.
So I am all in all the way. And, I'm going to throw my support behind her. And if you are, hey, you can go, put it out there. And if you're not, you know what? It is what it is. But I'm not ashamed to say what I'm doing. All I'll say is make sure that you cast your vote for whoever you decide you want to vote for.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going to just put it out there. I'm Team Kamala.
yeah.
That's
For whoever you're voting for, I mean, it's important to vote for sure. If you're able and willing, for sure, vote. And I think that our democracy is special that we do get to vote. It's a privilege to be able to vote, and we
yeah,
should exercise that privilege.
for sure.
But, but talking about some other headlines in media right now,
Oh my God, Zach.
talk about some overnight social media sensations. This
Can we
one I
start
didn't even have,
slow?
look.
Can we just start slow,
Look,
please? Let's talk about.
no, we're jumping right in. So
Oh my
Teresa
God,
did not know who the Hawk Chua girl was. So I
Zach!
had to fill her in on what exactly this was. She still has not seen the video. So, which
I
is
should have
why
wore
I'm being able to
pearls
talk about it.
today. I knew I should have wore my pearls
Uh-huh.
today. Okay.
They wouldn't even be clutched. They would be fully busted off right now, okay? But this girl rose to fame, right? We all know her from TikTok or whatever. And then
Okay.
today in headlines, the Toronto Sun puts an article out today and says that her 15 minutes are up. So all the talk that she was going to get a reality show and this and that from this
Hmm.
viral video, it's all done. I think the 15
It's
minutes are
done.
up.
It's done.
I think so. I think so.
It's a wrap on her.
I, mm, until you see the video, I don't know. Mm, yeah,
Moving on. Let's talk about Deadpool and Wolverines and how well it did at the box office. Did
that's
anybody
crazy.
go and see Deadpool? It did 96
96
million
billion.
dollars. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy opening weekend. Didn't they just get a world record?
I'm not sure, but I know
I
that's a
think
lot
I
of
think
money.
Ryan. I think Ryan. I mean, I think they just got a co Guinness World Record.
I
Let
mean,
me look it up. Let's fact check.
go ahead and fact check. And while you're fact checking, let's shout out to the hair and makeup team. The makeup designer was Bill Corso and the prosthetic designer was Andy Clement. So let's shout out to them for doing an amazing job. Uh,
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Bill Corso, legend, legend.
legend. So shout out to the team and everybody else who worked on the film as well. Let's shout out to them. They did an
Absolutely.
amazing job. I haven't had a chance to see it. I did see the trailer, but I'm gonna have to go out and take a look at it.
Yep, they got awarded world records. They broke the world record. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman celebrated Deadpool and Wolverine breaking the world record.
That's awesome.
So I mean, how crazy is that? I mean, it says
That's
it's over
crazy.
two. I think it's up to over 200 million plus now
Wow. Worldwide,
worldwide. Yeah,
that is bananas. That's really
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
You ready for some trivia? Let's jump into some trivia. And I hope you guys get your questions together because we have an amazing guest and he's going to drop the heat for you guys. So make sure you get your questions together. So our trivia, let me put our trivia question up here. So our trivia question is, in which movie did Leonardo DiCaprio make his film debut? Was it A, the Titanic, B, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, C, This Boy's Life, or D, The Critters 3? Which one was it? I'm gonna have to do Ray's part. Doo, 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 doo.
I'll tell you my guess because I don't know the answer.
No, I don't want your guess. You're our co-host today. You don't get to do that part. What is our word on set? Stay in your lane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So come on, you guys. Let us know, what are your comments? What do you think it is? Is it, the question again is, which movie did Leonardo DiCaprio make his film debut? Is it A, the Titanic, B, What's Eating Gilbert's Grape, C, The Boy's Life, or D, Critters 3? Which one do you think it is? Come on and drop your answer now. Don't be scared. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? You ready to get an answer? Come on, Zach. Okay, I'll let you give a chance to shout it out.
Go ahead.
No, come on, Zach. I know you're itching to say something.
What my guess is, or what the real answer was?
What your guess is?
My guess would have been Titanic.
Titanic?
Yeah.
That would be incorrect.
Okay.
So the answer is actually D, Critters 3.
What even is Critters 3?
Oh my gosh. I cannot with you. I cannot. Oh my goodness. We need to hurry up and bring our guests in. Oh.
Have you seen Critters 3, Sharice?
No. But some people said it was A, we do have some people who said it was A, but the answer was actually D. It was Critters 3. But thank everybody who participated in our trivia. We love to bring the trivia because we think it helps to enlighten everybody, including us, because if I could be honest, we don't always know the answers either.
That's true.
Well, I think it's time. Are you ready to bring our special guest in?
Let's
He's
bring him
been
in.
waiting. Like I said, he is really an amazing guy. He's very talented. He's done movies, he's done film, he's done print, he's done some of everything, videos. He is a well-rounded guy who's done a lot of stuff in this business. He's department headed. He's done, the full gamut. So I think it's time for him to share a lot about who he is and what he's done in the industry. So I think it's time for us to bring him in. And here we go. Welcome,
Hi,
welcome, welcome. Hi, Richard. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm
Richard.
well. I'm well. Hi, Zachary. Hi, Sharice. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to Vanities Live. We are so happy to have you.
Happy to be here.
Look, you got me on the day that I'm just filling in, so you have to forgive me because I'm not quite all the way there like Rachel is, but we're gonna do our
Look,
best.
I'm trying to get like you. New product. Congratulations, by the way, on
Thank
that.
you, thank
And
you.
you have gifts for the guests. I came empty-handed, except for the knowledge that I intend to share.
That is the gift. The knowledge
That
is
is
a
the
gift.
True.
gift. It really is. So, we're excited to have you here. Why don't you tell our audience not a little bit about you, but as much as you're willing to share? Why don't you tell us who you are and what you've done in the industry?
Who I am. My name is Richard Benn. I've been in the industry about 10 years. Been unionized for about 5. Within the 5 years, I've worked on many of shows. One is A Little Late with Lily Singh, which was my very first show uh, that was unionized. I ended up becoming department headed. It was supposed to be uh, just a 1-day situation, but it turned into the entire season. From there, uh, I was able to join a union, received my first Emmy nomination. I've gotten to work with Nicki Minaj, Lil Nas X, Yara Shadihi, and more.
It looks
That's
like
awesome.
you're on location. Are you working?
Yes.
Wow. You know what? We
But
just get
it's
it in
fun.
when we can.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this business. We don't let anything stop us from doing what we do. So thank you for taking time out of your day and still coming in on Vanity's Live. So we really appreciate you taking some time out of your schedule and making time for us. Thank you for that, Richard. We
Oh, of
won't take up
course.
too much of your time.
Oh yeah.
So
So
you brought a buzzer. What is that for? Is that are we gonna play a game or?
we do have some games, but we have to bleep out Zach and his, sometimes his mouth can go a little to the left, so he have some word.
No, don't let her lie to you. No, 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 no.
Have you known me to lie, Rich? We've worked together.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, so we have to watch this guy here because sometimes the words that are coming out of his mouth, I have to go bleep, 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 bleep.
It's okay, but not today. Look,
I'll be
I've been
conscious
good.
of it as well.
I've been good so far.
So I need a bleep button for both of you guys.
Yeah.
Where is my oil? It is Sunday. I will pull my oil out on both of you guys.
It wouldn't be the first time.
You guys know I keep my oil with me, right? I'm both of you guys.
Amen. Look.
Oil. I will put some oil on you.
Mhm.
We'll
Yep.
just
You know
pull out
it's
that
true.
anointing oil on you. So, Richard, what made you get in this industry and when did you get started?
Honestly, it was something that I decided to do after returning from undergrad. I ended up staying home to help my grandfather. He was at the end of his life transitioning. So the intention was to find something to do that I could sustain myself and I wouldn't feel like completely taxed after the day. And I'd be able to go to graduate school to continue to study. I have the energy for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, right out of cosmetology school, I met with Rhonda O'Neill, who at the time she was the president of Haircraft in the union. I assisted her, and through assisting her for about 2 years, very tough. I received an opportunity to work on the show.
Well, it's
Richard,
funny
what
that
was your undergrad in?
yeah.
A BFA in fashion merchandising. I thought that I wanted to become a buyer, interned at Jack Spade in New York, and found out it's much more difficult to ascend in ranks there because you literally have to wait until someone passes or decides to, to move up. The positions aren't plenty like for hairstylists or makeup artists.
But you know what's so funny? What you said you thought it was going to be, you spent a little time, and we spend long hours on set.
That's true. And honestly, it took about a decade to get to this point in my life.
Yeah.
And within the career.
It's so funny because I always tell people that, there's points that you hit in a freelance career. Like at the 0 to 5 years is tough, right? That's like keep a day job because you're not going to pay your bills.
Right.
At 5 years, it's like, oh, okay, maybe I can pay a bill or two now.
Right.
At 10 years, it's like, oh wait, I can actually do this and save money and be able to retire one day.
Right.
But you really don't see that for a while.
Oh, I remember the days where I was assisting for $100 and I'm on set for 12 hours, standing there for, an opportunity and to build a reputation for myself.
How did you go about making your contacts?
Honestly, a lot of the contacts were through word of mouth. I just showed up and I was my best self, regardless of what I was being paid, what the opportunity was. I put my best foot forward every time. And people, they noticed, they took notice of that. And then they extended opportunities over time.
Right. And me and Charisse actually talked about this the last time that I was on, about reputation and word of mouth and kind of always showing up in the right way, and like being positive on set,
Mhm.
and really just doing the job, and like getting down to it and really doing it, and like that's the only way to grow, and especially production, right?
Right. Every position is integral. And so no matter the title, the space, the combined effort is to produce something that we all love and that we will be proud of.
I noticed that you do a lot of fashion stuff as well. What do you like most? Is it film? Is it fashion, print? What is the thing that you're really most passionate about?
Print editorials because it allowed me to exercise my creativity,
Yeah,
but I, from day to day, I would prefer episodic.
yeah,
Fiscally, is more beneficial over time.
yeah, yeah. I enjoy doing print as well. It takes you to a space that I don't know. For me, I always tell people I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, but it's a high that's
It is.
unexplainable. It really, really is.
In that print and fashion editorial world, what do you draw inspiration from? Like, what is there a specific era in fashion, or is there a specific look and feel like you remember that influenced the look that you prefer to do, or like what is the inspiration behind it?
My inspiration varies from project to project. Sometimes I enjoy bringing a character to life or invoking emotion because I'm a feeler. I'm very sensitive about just through life, so I I tap into the expression more so than anything. So I love to stay current, but alternate between bringing characters or a particular emotion that we want to provoke.
Right, right.
On a day to day, what drives you as far as creativity? Like, what do you do to stay current? Is it searching through social media, looking at other people's work? Is it going through archives of magazines and pictures? What drives you to stay current?
Well, lately, it's been um, me looking at family photos. I've been putting together a family album. So going back in time, getting inspiration from styles and moments that I remember during those periods as a child, adolescence, how it made the woman feel or the guy look. Uh, so there, and also I'm inspired by all the other creatives out here.
Yeah.
One of my most favorite inspirations right now is the braided ball cap that everyone's doing.
Okay.
That's cool. Natural styles are my comfort zone. That's where I love to create the most.
Okay. Natural style. So, if you had an area, how do I ask this question? That you were challenged in, what do you do in areas that you're most challenged in?
Just do my best to hone the skill when I can take classes, either through YouTube University or I'm there in someone's class for actual teach and learn. For me, the tougher parts were the pixies, simply because I focus on growing hair because a lot of the women within my community face those issues. So
Mhm.
I focus on maintaining the integrity of hair and promoting growth. So for me, cutting, I didn't do a lot of pixies. So that was the tougher part. But there's a few classes I've taken.
I think it's time for us to play a game. You guys ready to play a game?
I'm
Sure.
ready.
Let's
Oh, okay.
spin the wheel. You ready for this?
I feel like I'm about to win the lottery.
Okay.
Well, what we're going to do, can you see the wheel, Richard?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to spin the wheel. And when it lands on a question, I need you to answer the question.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Uh,
What's the
the
question?
light is shining on it, so I'm not certain.
Okay, so it says, beauty budget. What's your favorite beauty budget item? Ooh, that light is shining. Let me move that light over. There we go.
Setting foam.
Setting foam.
Yeah,
Okay. Setting foam. All right. You have a
And why is
special.
that? Why is that your favorite budget beauty item?
because I can use it for so many different things, different styles. Um,
Do you
but
have a specific one that you like?
really use it for definition. It really doesn't matter the hair texture. It's light enough to go on fine hair, but it's the memory in the setting foam works well enough to promote curl and waves.
All right. Let's try another one. What did you eat for breakfast?
you know, I've enjoyed this set life. A lot of times I miss breakfast. I'll catch lunch and dinner. So that happened again today because I had a couple clients this morning to take care
Okay. Let's try another one.
of.
Okay, what's the question?
do you
Oh,
do you have any pets? Oh,
Do you
oh
have
yeah,
any?
do you have any pets?
yes, I have a miniature schnauzer. She's 1.5, solid black. Her name's Chloe. It's my
Okay,
second
cool.
pet as an adult. Yeah.
Okay, and let's do one more. What is our
5 items in your set bag.
My Dyson flat iron, a comb, a Mason Pearson brush,
okay?
wait, comb, Mason Pearson flat iron, setting foam, and hairpins.
Okay.
Pins. Yeah.
And why the Dyson flat iron?
Because a lot of times when I'm going in between takes, if I need to curl or flat something, because we're standing there for hours, humidity and whatnot, and depending on the terrain, whether it's just to refresh. And it's cordless, so I enjoy that.
Right.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, let me see. What did I have here? So, can you tell me, do you have any mentors?
Yes. Uh, Vernon Francois, Alexander Ahmad, Nina, and Rhonda O'Neill. Those are my closest mentors that I reach out to often.
Can you tell our audience why it's important to have mentors?
It's been important. Well, the way that it's been best for me is that it helped me save time. A lot of things you don't necessarily need to experience for yourself. You can, learn or from their mistakes or refine what it is that they've done. They've given you a blueprint. There's that. Whenever I have questions, they're veterans, so I have someone that I can go to, and they can relate, they can understand, help me through it. That's some of the.
I think too, especially in production, and especially in makeup and in hair, both, we're all not only technicians but artists.
All right.
So being an artist technician, there's no way to learn artistry from a textbook. You can't
Right.
learn the art of something from reading how to do it. You can become a technician that way. You can become technically perfect that way.
Right.
But learning from somebody in a hands-on environment, or from experience, like you said, or from doing it over and over, or even just from watching somebody do it, is so much more helpful. It's like learning to paint or learning anything else. Like, you can see it done, but until you've tried it, you know, the technicality doesn't matter so much until you're on set applying, trying to keep someone's hair straight, and 100% humidity, 100 degrees outside, but having someone show you how to do it is like the world of difference.
It is. It is.
I'm sorry. Rachel was talking to me.
No, but I think too, being on that, like artist and technician, too, like especially in hair, I know, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all can correct me. In Georgia, right, or in Georgia specific, I think barber license are not required anymore. Is that correct?
In Georgia?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Let's fact check.
Okay.
Because I would like to know what your opinion is on that.
That's crazy. Things have changed quite a bit. Are you asking me or are you asking Rich?
Yeah, but either of y'all. Yeah, I believe there was a lift on what exactly is needed to be a barber in the state of Georgia now. And I think a lot of people, especially on set, like we experience it here in Texas, right? Because in Texas, you don't have to be a cosmetologist to do hair and makeup on set. Like that's not a state requirement. So here, there's no real barrier to entry. It's just kind of knowledge, to be able to get the job done. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like on like licensing versus knowledge, et cetera, to be able to do a job?
That's a double-edged sword. Been on both ends of that.
Right.
Man, I feel like I'm spoiled here, being in Los Angeles, with it, because work is protected. If I imagine, doing all the non-union work there, and you've gone through these great lengths to have your skills confirmed and to be recognized, and there's someone else, you're competing more with the job. So
it's a tough.
I don't know which way to lean.
Well, that's why it's so interesting, right? Because like for us here in Texas, we see both, right? Like Sharice and me, like we're perfect examples. Sharice is Cosmo and I am not, right? So like we'll both be on the same project, but like there are times where we'll learn from each other from each one of those, each aspect, right? Like maybe, you always see someone, like me and Sharice were laughing one time on set because we were talking about how you can tell someone went to Cosmo school by the way they click out an iron. Like you can tell, and it's like not always that way, so it's a funny like juxtaposition sometimes on set, like because you pick up some things.
It is, but I'm making an effort to learn something from everyone, because
me too.
Everyone has something that they can offer and you can learn from. So
we were just on a project last week, and it had to be, gosh, maybe 13 people there. I was day playing on a show, and everybody brings something different to the table. One thing I love about day playing is because you're going to learn from so many different people. You're going to meet different people, and it's going to help in your contact list of different people to connect with for other projects that are going to happen down the line, whether they're going to offer you opportunities or you will build in a trailer and you'll be able to offer them opportunities. So it's always great to day play. It's just a great way to build your different connections.
Right. I agree.
Rich, you talked about doing music videos, you talked about doing episodics, you talked about doing TV shows. How important do you think it is to be diverse in different textures of hair when you're working as a hairstylist?
Absolutely, like crucial for you too. It helps the flow of the production, because when the talent can trust you and they're relaxed and they feel good about what has been done to them and how they're going to show up on film, the easier the day will go. you want to be able to touch everyone and not have to decline anyone, simply because you just want to make everyone feel special. At least I do when they sit in
Right.
my chair. And then not to mention, if you're not bookable for something because you don't have the skill, that's less of a profit that you're making. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's time for us to play another game. Are you ready?
I'm
Are you
ready.
ready?
What game are we playing, Sharice?
We're playing this or that.
Okay.
So, crayons or markers? This is for both of you.
Crayons.
I'm going to say markers.
Yeah, markers.
Always
Okay.
using markers. And I mean, you use markers for so many different things, even for hair. You know, sometimes we're going to take hair and you can use a silver marker to add, gray to the hair if you want to use it
That's
in hair.
well up in there.
Yeah, one thing I love about our business, you can get super duper creative, and we use so many different things. We find things, it might be grass, and we might have to color some hair or do something, and we'll pick up things in the wilderness and make it happen.
For real.
You have to
It's
work on the
true.
dime.
Yes.
And when the director wants something, he needs it now. Now means literally right now,
Right
by
now.
any means necessary. And so you learn how to be a great hairstylist or makeup artist. That's the one thing I love about working in our industry. You really stretch yourself and you learn on the spot about how to take it to the next level. And I think that's the thing that I enjoy the most about this business.
Totally.
Okay, are you a morning person or a night owl?
I'm a night owl.
I am such a morning person.
I want to think I'm a morning person. I always want to say I'm a morning person, but
Right.
then in the morning I'm like struggling half the time.
Fritos or cheese puffs?
Puffs. Hey, I'm going with Fritos.
I am a cheese puff type of girl. I have them all the time. Probably way
Listen,
too.
no matter what, I'm gonna break a veneer, so it don't matter anyways.
Oh my
Listen,
gosh,
I'm
Zach.
gonna have one
Should
tooth
be
out
breakable.
by the end of that. By the end of that shoot, I'm gonna have one tooth out anyways, so it don't matter.
Oh my goodness.
A Frito will just speed up the process. Okay.
What's your favorite era of hair? Is it the 80s or the 90s?
I'm going 90s.
90s?
Yes.
90s.
Okay.
90s. All the 90s hair books. Love them.
I will go 80s. Okay, orange or peach?
Peach.
I am definitely an orange girl.
Color, color or fruit?
Oh,
Both.
right. Good question.
Color peach. No, you know what? Peach
So
for both.
it'd be peach for both. Yeah.
Yeah, peach for both. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, silver or gold?
Gold.
Gold.
I'll say silver. I like silver. Hence the silver. Okay, last one. Movie theater or online downloads?
Online. I like to curate my environments, atmosphere. Excuse me.
Uh, I like the movie theater. I like the experience of being in the movie theater.
Look, as a fat kid at heart,
Oh my god.
always gonna be the movie theater.
Concessions
Oh
ready
my
to
gosh.
go.
Zach, you are a mess.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
You want some popcorn, Zach?
Right now,
Mhm.
as a matter of fact.
Popcorn and jujubes?
Girl, on what?
I have to have me some Twizzlers and popcorn.
I can't
Even
handle
at
a
home,
Twizzler.
when I'm doing movie night, I'm gonna have popcorn and Twizzlers.
Oh my gosh.
If you were, if you were to inspire someone, what would you tell them, a newbie who's coming in the business? I'm all over the place with this phone.
Just to go into it being open. Don't think you know anything, because everything you think you know isn't what it is in land of TV and film.
Okay.
Be teachable.
Be teachable.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree with that too. And it's so funny too, like taking any kind of class will help. Like it doesn't matter if it's directly related or not, but like any kind of class. Like a perfect example, Charisse was just down in San Antonio a couple weeks ago. We hosted James Mansfield from RuPaul's Drag Race to do a drag hair class, a drag wig class. And Charisse came down and took it, and I as well took it. And there was about 10 or 15 of us that did it. And I thought like some of these skills are applicable to so many things. Like Charisse during the class was talking about, oh my gosh, this is going to help so much with the 60s period piece that she was on. And I
Right.
thought, like that's exactly it. Like even if you get one takeaway from a class, it was worth it.
Right. Um, do we have any questions from anybody? Any questions or comments from Rich? We had such a great time working together on 1923. Me and Rich had a chance to work on 1923 and also on government cheese. Um, so we had a chance to do 20s hair and also 60s hair
60s.
as well. What are some of the eras that you enjoy working on the best, Rich, overall?
I enjoy the 20s.
The 20s is one of your
Yeah.
favorite periods. Why?
Well, one, that's the period I had the most time with
Mm-hmm.
recently. So really confident in that and enjoy just building the curls and the structures of the wigs. It was,
What do you love most about doing hair? Oh,
I'm here. I enjoy transforming the person energetically in the chair.
okay.
That's I enjoy that the most. It's just not a particular style. It's just watching the magic that I make with whatever it is that I do for them and how
Mm-hmm.
it affects them moving forward from that point.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all kind of feel that too when we do like especially a big transformative hairstyle or makeup or whatever. It's just awesome kind of seeing the
You know,
light of
they'll
the character.
start feeling it, they'll see it, and then you see sort of like their what I call their true selves come to.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Totally.
Rich, you department headed. What were some of the movies that was it episodic or was the movie that you department headed?
That all the things that our department headed have been. Well, one episodic, which was the first Little Late with Lily scene,
How
and
was that like? What was that experience like?
I was terrified. It was my first time in that kind of position
Mm-hmm.
in the union and on such a major. It was produced by NBC, so there was
Mm-hmm.
a large budget behind it. Every guest was a A-list celebrity guest, just and it was live as well. So
Oh wow.
making sure that continuity was spot on when they took a break, and that you could not tell that anything had occurred. That was the
How did you prep for? How long did you have to prep for that?
My travel to work about an hour. 'Cause
What?
I
To
found
prep
out they
for it?
brought me on the day of, and it was sort of like rolling with the punches. And her look and change daily. Sometimes she go through 2, 3 looks before she decide on a look. So by the time I decide on a style or look, it's like, oh, okay, well, we're not. She's not feeling that vibe anymore. She wants to
Oh,
go pants. So that was, you know, just coming up with styles in a moment. Yeah.
you're on edge quite a bit, I see.
And also, like you said, being able to not slow down production and be able to
Yes.
roll with the punches and just like, okay, cool, I can pull that out of my bag and ready to rock, you know?
Yes.
Wow. So
Yeah, that's
can you
crazy.
talk to our audience about how budgets work when you're a department head for the hair department and what that looks like?
What that looks like is you have, I was given a set amount of money to use.
Hmm.
That was for the positions, for the hair supplies, and how much would be allocated per month. Um, so there were also allocations for additionals for days that I needed additional help for the larger scenes.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it was just for me staying within that budget and having to check hours, schedule everyone accordingly to for breaks not to overlap, and
And
making
so
sure we
that
didn't.
budget goes for like hair products because the reason why I asked you that because a lot of people don't understand when you see a film that you get a budget, but it has to cover so many different things. It goes for hair products, it
Yes,
goes for, a number of different things that you have to allocate for. It goes for the hair extensions, it goes
yeah,
for wigs, it goes for the toiletry products, for the accessories for
yes,
quite a few different things that you may need to make sure that this show runs and this show runs like a tight ship. But many people don't understand in this 30-minute show or an hour show that you have to do all these different things and all the different people that you may have to bring in during this time to make this show look like one smooth, amazing show. Can you kind of just elaborate on that a little bit?
uh, so say that the main character has a specific style. What you do is, what I did was buy multiples of wigs. I try and get everything in bulk in
Mhm.
places, because you have your stand-in for the character, for the person, and then
Mhm.
you have the actual talent. So to have double of that, think about all the different looks that the person's going to or the character's going to go through within the entire season,
Mhm.
and plan that out. Whether or not you need this many wigs or this many ponytails or whatever you could possibly need. And that was the toughest. That's always the toughest part for me. Really having to source good quality items in bulk and stay within the budget when a lot of times I'd be like, I need more, but you know, we make
That
it.
had to be really scary on your first one because you might not even know all this stuff was even necessary.
I
How do
didn't.
you feel?
I was praying every day. I was just like, please. Praying that the day goes by smoothly and she likes whatever it is I decide. And I mean, I didn't know that. Honestly, I didn't know I was going to stay the entire season until I stayed the entire season. Because every day I approached it like it could be my last, and just gave my best.
And that's
Yeah.
such a responsibility too, like especially with a live show. I mean, my God. We've all had malfunctions on set that we're like, Oh my God, what is happening, and to have that on live, I cannot imagine.
It was tough. It was
Yeah,
tough.
I can imagine. A lot of people too, kind of elaborating on what Cherise said, a lot of people don't realize that being like a hairstylist or a makeup artist on for production is so much paperwork and is so much administrative. Like, the artistry is like half of the way
I,
there. And
I
then we have to
feel
be
like
a business
more
office
it's
professional.
more of that than it is the creativity. Usually
Right.
because it's just more so create and then maintain the remainder of the day most of the time. So
Right. Right. And management skills, being able to manage people, and,
yes,
being a friendly leader and a kind leader, and all those things that we've all experienced the good, the bad, and the ugly of too. And trying to learn those things for yourself is like, I can only imagine, trying to department head a live show like that, and also maintaining all those things.
Especially in episodic, that had to be terrifying. You like someone just kind of threw you in a mix of it, and you're just
yeah.
learning on the fly. The first day, they're like, "You need to do this, this, this," and you're
This,
like, "How do I do this?" And so, what
Right.
helped you out along the way to help make those choices and decisions? Because did you? I probably wanted to want to cry. Like, what do I
I,
do?
I did, but then I had to remember that I had mentors that were there
Yeah,
for me, and yeah, whenever there was something I just did not know, I snuck a text. And it was like, how should I approach this quickly? And they were there for me.
that's
Right.
great, and that's where it's so important to have your mentors.
Yes.
um, that's the important of like we have mentoring programs, and we always make sure that we tell our mentors nobody gets here by themselves. You're going
No,
to need someone to help take you along this ride. If not, it's going to take you a much longer time to get here. But I don't know one successful person who made it without the help of someone else.
neither do I. It's not possible. I mean, well,
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Right. That's true. That's true. It's not, especially in this industry. There's no way. It takes such a village to get one piece of one thing together. That one hairstyle took the hairstylist, the wig maker, the person that took the measurements in the other city to make the
The
wig, to make, it's
colorist that is,
right. Like a dozen or more people for that one head of hair on screen.
What are some of your favorite products that you like to use, if you don't mind sharing with our audience?
setting foam, Nairobi, edge control, Hicks. Um, what else? I love the Paul Mitchell Synchro Lift. I like to use that to lighten, simply because it has potato in it.
Mhm,
It helps with making sure the scalp doesn't burn.
mhm.
I can leave the mixture on hair longer and get a higher lift, opposed to a lot of the other ones that I usually have to stop because the person's scalp is either tingling too much or it's red, irritated. Love that. And I also love their Awipui moisture line.
We have a question from Princess Cat. Any more hair kit recommendations for an artist looking to build up their hair kit for TV and film?
She said, any more hair kits?
Recommendations for an artist looking to build up their hair kit for TV and film.
What I would recommend is having a lot of accessories, clips, rubber bands, different color, an array of everything. I usually get a rainbow of everything, whether it's a hair tie, because you
Mhm.
just never know what it is. As far as an actual holding kit case, I need a recommendation myself. I'm using a suitcase simply for size because I'm traveling with so much and I don't like to have too many kits or bags with me.
Mhm.
But
Well, I have a
also, cordless tools are awesome. I've been enjoying those.
Yes, those are very, very helpful. Well, I can send you a link for a couple of kit bags. I got 22.
Oh, okay, okay.
Charisse does not travel light.
She doesn't, but she's always completely prepared.
That's true. That is true.
Everything she needs is there. You don't need to worry.
That is true.
I'm getting on that too. Yeah.
Okay, so Rich, where would people, if they were wanting to find you, could they find you on social media, or if you have a website or anything?
All of my handles are Rich Hair LA. My website, Instagram, Facebook, everything is richhairla.com or just Rich Hair LA.
Rich Hair LA.
Yes.
And we did mention, and we're going to post it on our Vanities Live, that we are going to give away a free item of Zach's. We want you guys to go to our Vanities Live page. We will announce it on our Facebook, our Instagram, and also on our YouTube channel. So we want to thank you for coming on. We appreciate you, and we appreciate you too, Zach. So thank you guys
Thank
for
you
coming
both.
on. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and also we're ticking in and talking to you guys. We also missed Ray. He will be back on next Sunday, the same time and the same place. We want to thank you guys again for being here this Sunday and every Sunday. If you want to go check out some of our previous guests and also to see Rich again, you can go to YouTube and see everything that we've done right here on Vanity Live. Thank you guys again. And we will see you guys next Sunday. Have a great Sunday.
Bye.
Bye bye.